Okay, hey, welcome to my channel. Welcome to this build of mine on the Openttd. I'm not using any of the LUTs or whatever you call them, any of the downloads. They don't seem to work for me. Anyway, I started here in this little metropolis area, going between Dradhead Cross, which is now up to 1 million of a population from this station to this station, and then from there threw in a couple airports, and I grew to this. Great Darnley is at 18,000 currently. This one has been struggling to grow because it keeps wanting to fight with this city over population. So we've got Great Darnley, the coverage, and you can see some of the red. They've been having a hard time not wanting to grow this way, or I've been having a hard time trying to get them to grow. They're not wanting to spread out. They did eventually decide that they would be okay with going out this direction, but this is it. Some of them are here as well, between them and this place, but they just fight. And then all these other little towns, I don't include them. I just shut off their roads so they can go through their own little roads. But if you connect this just one little road into your other city, then they would fight for space, and this city would not reach the 1 million mark. So the little towns, I do not. I just close them up, dead end, make all the roads round each other, basically like what you see here. So, with that being said, this is a lot of work that I have had in this series, or in this game. Show you how I do this. My old style used to be this, where they would come in on the right, exit on the left, but I've been finding that if this train comes out and across and these lanes are open, it's really hard, or these trains won't go in. So I've basically gone to, where is the other one at? I haven't updated that one yet. Like right here. Nope. Right here. Okay. So this is my new setup for trains coming in on 4 tracks inbound to a station, and then I've got 4 on each side going out. That way, when the train's coming out the one side, it doesn't cut everything off, because it's been frustrating. So now you got trains that can go out this way, trains that can go out this way, and you can have actually really good flow of traffic into the stations this way. And then over here is where they would merge back together. And I used what you guys recommended to me on the bridges for crossing, having the separate bridges so that you can get signals in there, so it's easier for trains to cross bridges, since they're a pain in the butt. Because I can't get the one of those downloads to work where it would allow multiple trains to cross on a bridge. So, but it also allowed me to have these other train cross underneath and get to where they need to go. I started out as well, sent one train this way to that city, but another one is this. I've got like 6 lanes, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I guess, going outward. Well, those are coming in. Or out. Yeah, those are coming in. But it was basically 6 and 6, or 7 and 7. I don't remember. Up there it is. That's more condensed. So outbound from that city and inbound this side here. I'll show you guys this stuff later. And then over here is my lane switching with the priorities, so that whatever track they're on, they can lane switch over to get into here. And then also to cross back. I kind of forget, it's been a while since I've done all this, but basically so they can just change lanes. So you come in and you give it back. Sorry if it's kind of jerky, guys. So you got that one comes in and over, and then you can see like that one there, he decided to change lanes, and then each one is a little bit stepped up from the other one, and then I do it the other direction as well, so that train from this side can end up here. And then from there you have outbound as well from this station coming through and out and into this. And then we have another entrance into this station here. And I haven't really been trying to grow this city. It was just a city to send passengers to make money. And then I ended up adding another city way down here. And then the other towns are closed off. But I still put stations and serve the small towns so that they are not mad when you build roads and want to build airports and stuff. Because when you get the massive metropolises, you need multiple airports, and you can only have 2 per city. So having that little towns with being able to get extra airports to draw passengers in, and then from there I move them over. I have the buses because they're more efficient at transferring passengers to the trains instead of having a bunch of airplanes. Here's one of my creations here from what you guys were saying on the bridge splits with the signals. And then from here you have 2 tracks. One drops down, goes under, over to this station. The other ones come here. And it's kind of like that with the exits going outwards and back up. And then I recently did this one. I've got a few passengers. I don't have a lot of trains headed there. And then they just branch off this one track, come over, and then head up and over here. And then this one is my around the world track. And this is the largest map size as well. So maximum train platform, all of them are paths, and it just goes around. And it takes well over a year, maybe two, for the trains to actually cross the entire map. They got bunched up a little bit. I had them all separate, but one day I had a train that was blocking it. It got lost or something, and it was crossing like 4 tracks, 3 or 4 tracks, and sadly it backed up all the way to a previous station. Get back to one. So it would have been all the way backed up, and then for some reason the other 4 tracks, they wouldn't move. They wouldn't go into these other station platforms. I don't know why they wouldn't. Really frustrating that I had to stop the one train, delete some track, and force some of them around. And I don't know why they didn't want to actually take different paths. So that's one of the questions I guess I have for you. I wish I would have had a picture of it, but I didn't think of it at the time. It was frustrating. And so this is all that track. And then I hit every single city across the outside of the map. Every city has a station. And then decided to connect to this one as well. Came back and to here. This is a city that I needed to make. So I built this city, created it, thanks to your guys' help on figuring out how to do that. So that I was able to build a station here and tunnel under the huge freeway from the other line. So just had to do it, and that really helped to not have the big backups because of the tunnel systems. So and then I had a couple more stops in this metropolis area. I did move a lot of ground doing this, like deleting things and making man bridges. And I decided to jump over to the side, take a detour, and I wanted to hit my main metropolis over here with a station. And earlier today I actually had the idea, because I've been having issues with this station. Their line is over here. They come in off that main line, and it's causing issues multiple places. So they would either come through here and turn around, and so I had to create this thing for them to send them back over to this sideline to get them back on track. So I have an idea now to delete all those trains, and then to pull this track up here, have a connecting track instead of like the buses that I've been using as transfers like this. I'm going to use the train to transfer to this station to move them all out. And then that would also free up all this real estate to help grow the city. And then it would be able to get rid of all this stupid line here. I forgot to show you this. This is one of my crossings. Another place that I'm having issues with, because these trains for some reason are only wanting to use the same tracks. So they, instead of using their current track to make a left or a turn off and to head over, they're cutting over and then coming down like the same. They're wanting to use the same track as every other train when they shouldn't be, and it's frustrating. And it's been causing backups. Like it's been backing up to here, and this is my stopping point for this. I just, every time I try something, it fails. I don't know what to do here. So this is another one of my on-ramps from the outbound of that metropolis from one or two of the stations. Boom, they come over, take the path, and then use one of your gates to merge on the priority merges. But I'm frustrated with some of these priority merges, man. Over here, it's the easiest to show. So this here is supposed to allow trains to come down to this station. So they come over this way, head over and down from this. And this is one of the ones I'm having issues with, where they would do the U-turn, want to come back. So I had to create a path. But I was trying to branch them off, but these guys are being dumb. So there'll be a train, let's say a train's coming this way, even on this track, and it stops, and this train wants to come through, boom, cut over, and go down this path, instead of taking this path to the same station, to this station here. And it's frustrating. So I don't know what else I am supposed to do here. It's just making me mad. This is basically it. I haven't put a lot of time into some of these other cities yet, but I'm also out of buses. I've used the maximum amount of buses that I can use. I can't adjust the settings to give me more. It's like, nope, you've reached the limit of the game. So I've got to start using trains and figuring out other ways to do this. I really wanted to get all of those towns going up, blow up to be this big, million population at every single station was the end goal on this game. I dug through a tunnel, or dug out the mountain here for this track. But yeah, that's it. Had a bunch of airports. I just decided that earlier in the game, I think I should put more airports down through here. I had to do. I was buying land through here, and because I wasn't sure where I was going to do the train, so most of these towns all the way up here, as you can see, have stations in them, because as I'm tearing up land, moving land, and destroying stuff, I wasn't sure what path I wanted it to take. And I think I had actual tracks through here at one point, and ended up just moving it over here. So maybe one of these days I'll figure out how to put this game online so everybody else can go through it on your own computer, see what you guys can do with this as a starting point. I've got what, like 300 hours in this, adjusting things and building. Waiting for them to fill up all the way out here. Actually, I moved. Did I do that on this one, or did I delete? At one point, I moved. Oh, yep, I did. There it is. I have this road going all the way out here. So there is this city. You guys, and then over where my video should be. Right here is how far that road goes out. I wanted to see if they would, how far out they would send these houses. If you guys have any questions about it, let me know. I can answer anything. But yeah, let me know where I should upload this game to if you guys want to download it and mess around, see if you guys can fix my issues that I've got going on. So thanks again. You guys have fun.